Hi, everyone. It's Mindy and Whitney, and we are back live to give you 15 Major League Baseball plays for, Wednesday, August 14th. Hopefully, you guys had a great evening. We did. We hung out with some friends, had some nachos, watched the Royals get their butts kicked badly. It was not a good outing for the old Royals. But the good thing is we can always start a new streak every single day. But let's get started here. We got a lot to cover. Like I said, 15 games. If you are new here, I'm glad that you are here. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe. Click on the bell to get the latest notifications. If it's your first time, you will know that it is my Major League Baseball model, my brain on paper. We then compare that to Vegas opening lines because we know these folks know what they are doing. So all we have to do is find little ways in order to beat Vegas. And we have done that by tracking every single play, every single side, run line, and total. And then from there, we know with this percent of confidence that this happens this amount of times. And then if you go to ogcappers.com for the Mindy plays, we take that a little bit step based off of an index value that we have, right? All right. So hopefully you guys are ready for this action. If we can get Whitney to cooperate, it is almost her bedtime. So I think she's ready to go. All right. And she's sitting on all of my papers. So it's going to be hard to get moving. All right. You guys ready for this? I know you are. Let's do it. Oh, Whitney. It's not nice. We're going to start off with these pesky Royals and Twins. You will see we have Cole Riggins on the mound, 3.8 ERA over his last 5 games, 3.27 ERA this season versus Bailey Ober, 1.29. Can't find it. The ERA is a tiny. He has a 1.29 over the last 5 games, 3.52 this season. Royals offense, though, right now, even though they've been getting their butts kicked, they are still batting 3.2% higher than their season average. That Royals offense is actually batting better than the Twins. I know it may not sound like it, but better by 4.3%. And actually, they are having a better on-base percentage, 11.8% more than the Twins over their last 3 games. Doesn't seem like it with the way they've been getting smoked. But anyway, we're going back on the Royals here. We'll take them plus 105. We have this one, a 4-4 game, sitting right on that total of 8. You can see not a real high confidence factor. I usually like to play those that are 55 and above. This one here is coming in at 48.1%. Next. All right, the Rockies and the Diamondbacks. I got home just in time to find the tail end of that game, right? The tail end. So we got the Diamondbacks here with Mr. Montgomery. He has a 6.11 ERA over his last 5, 6.37 this season. Actually been staying steady, even though that's all elevated. Then for the Rockies, we have Gordon on the mound, 3.71 over his last 5. That's under the 6.15 overall this season. Man, the Rockies keep hanging in there. That offense is batting 4.5% higher than their season total. They've been capitalizing on their opportunities when they need to get them, 5.78 runs over their last 3. Rockies offense is 9.7% higher than the league average right now in runs scored, batting average, on base, and they have an 829 on base percentage. That on base percentage is actually 21% more than the Diamondbacks over the last 5 games. Diamondbacks have barely been getting them in that last inning. It's going to be the time here for the Colorado Rockies today. We'll take them on the run line. We have this one, a 6-6 game. You can see that going way over the total. But our highest confidence level today on this one is going to be the run line plus 1.5 here at 53.9%. All right, that's our text play of the day. We got another winner there yesterday with the Athletics. We are ready to go here with this one. We have Keller versus Perez. If you want this one, all you got to do is text the word WIN, W-I-N, to 223-203-1821, and we will shoot you this play out every single day. You only got to opt in there the one time. We'll get these games out for you before game time. I know you guys get antsy sometimes, but we're making sure everything is where it needs to be. This text play is coming in. It's our second highest on the board, 64.3%. Text me, WIN, 223-203-1821. All right, the Rangers and the Red Sox. We have Dunning on the mound, 5.11 ERA over his last 5. 4.77 this season versus Tanner Houck. 5.48 over his last 5. 3.02 this season. Rangers offense, their batting average is 4.875, higher than their season-long average right now. They've been capitalizing on runs. Rangers offense right now, 8.2% higher in the offensive impact category. All of those offensive categories above their average. The Red Sox, they're still only batting 215. Rangers, right? They're getting it done. They're actually batting 6.7999999999 more than the Red Sox over the last 3 games. Let's go ahead and take the Rangers here on the run line. We have them winning 5-4, coming in a little bit under that total at 61.5 on the run line. All right. Nationals, Orioles, Hers on the mound, 3.06 over his last 5, 4.41 this season versus Mr. Dean Kremer, 5.33 over his last 5, 4.7 this season. Right now, we're looking at an Orioles offense that's getting absolutely nothing done. Right now, they're only able to muster a 573 on base slugging. What the heck is that? This is supposed to be one of the better teams in the league. It looks like we have the Nationals beating them again, 5-4. Coming in at 57.5 is the Nationals on the red line. Why you guys make me on? Goodness. All right. Next. All right. Cubs versus Guardians. Jameson Taillon, 5.08 over his last 5, 3.5 ERA this season versus Cobb for the Guardians. He is elevated, 7.71 ERA here this season. The way we look at this one is that not a whole lot is going on the defensive side for pitching. In the Cubs offense, they kind of keep showing up in a big way, right? Cubs offense is 11.3% higher than the league average on all those offensive impact categories. Cubs right now, 818 slugging. They're getting it done. Let's go way over the total. We have the Cubs winning 6-4, but that total is coming in at 59.6%. That's well above that 8.5 line set by the odds makers. Let's go ahead and take over the total. Okie dokie. Goodness gracious. What happened to this game yesterday? Like, we knew Skubal was pretty good, right? But to score 15, that was crazy. But we're going to go back on the Seattle Mariners. This is kind of what happened last series, right? Skubal got the win. Then he came back game 2, got the win. So let's go with Brandon Woo here today. Woo! 1.93. He's been stellar over his last 5. 2.27 this season versus Bo Brisky. 7.5 ERA over his last 5. So in the short term, he's way elevated. 5.75 this season. So yeah, I mean, the Mariners offense, I don't know, they've been hiding out a little bit, but they have been scoring 1.5 runs more per game than their season average. I know it doesn't really seem like it, but if we take a look at like their last 5 games, right? Mariners offense is capitalizing on opportunities. They have been averaging quite a few runs until yesterday. The Mariners offense is 8.4% higher than the league average in their offensive impact categories. In the Tigers right now, they're only batting 194, even though they had a big day yesterday. So we're looking at the Mariners offense that is 6.1% greater than the Tigers. Still, after all of that mess, we have the Mariners winning 5-3 in this one. It's coming in at 62.5. No real lean there on that total. The Cardinals and the Reds at the Great American Ballpark. We have not Bob Gibson on the mound, 3.28 ERA over his last 3, 3.99 ERA this season versus Pagan. I can't find an ERA in the short term over his last 5. He's at 0. He's dealing. He's got an overall season ERA, 4.22. Reds are coming off another big scoring, putting up 6 runs in their last one. Again, you guys, we're going to be on the run line for this Reds team. So we're going to take the 1.5, right? We're going to take the 1.5 here. because it is hard to get the sweep, right? They've already got the first two, but maybe they can get it done again. But the run line does come in higher than them on the money line itself. So at 58.9, we'll take the plus 1.5 runs with this Reds team, have them winning. Well, not winning. It's a statistical tie, 3-3. But you can see that's still way under the total. The M's, that's supposed to be the Mariners, right? But this is a big M. The Marlins versus the Big P, the Phillies. They got crushed yesterday. That's all I'm going to say about that. But I'm pretty sure we had the Marlins there yesterday, if you watched the video. But we have Cabrera on the mound, 2 ERA over his last 5.52 this season versus Mr. Phillips, 4.98 ERA over his last 5, 4.83 this season. So staying steady, steady, steady. The Marlins bullpen is what's really been getting it done. As of late, 1.74 lower, so less runs than this Phillies bullpen. Mariners offense, they're up. They're out about 185 more runs than their season-long average. Phillies offense right now is 9.5% lower on their offensive impact. So all the league average, runs scored, batting average, on base, all of those offensive statistical categories, they are currently on the downshot. They're batting 210. What's up with that? Marlins offense is actually averaging 1.85 more than the Phillies over the last 3. I have the Mariners here winning this one again. Look at that. We could take plus money, but we'll take it on the run line here again. That's the higher statistical percentage, right? So this one hits more often than if you would play the 165 money line on these opening odds with our variance, right? So we have them 6-4. That would be over the total as well. Oh, I hit the next. All right. The Astros versus the Rays. We have Blanco, 5.04 over his last 5. He's been elevated here as of late. 3.02 ERA this season versus Zach Littell, 3.74 over his last 5, 4.11 ERA this season. Right now, the Rays bullpen, they've been pulling through. They won on the run line yesterday. We're going to go back to that run line here again today. It looks like it's about an identical score of what they put up yesterday. Or maybe it was a 2-3, something like that. But the Rays offense right now, getting on base, 821. That's nice. But the Rays bullpen is actually 2.965 lower than this Houston Astros team right now. So let's take, looks like a total under, and our best play is going to be that 59.8 on the run line. All right. The Athletics versus the Mets. We have Estes on the mound, who is a way better pitcher away than he is at home. He has a 2.89 ERA over his last 5, 4.7 this season. Mr. Peterson, 3.86 over his last 5. Pretty steady, 3.34 this season. Mets offense, they're scoring about 1.75 less than their season average. Athletics offense, they're batting 2.6% higher than their season totals. Mets offense still 10.5% lower on those offensive impact categories. Mets are only batting 204. Terrible. What's happening? The Athletics offense is actually 5.3% higher than the Mets right now. Let's go ahead and go back on the Athletics again on the run line. That was our text play yesterday. We are back on them on a run line play again here today, but have them actually winning outright 4-3 with the total going under. The VIP play of the day, Warren versus Martin. I mean, who wouldn't want a better matchup? But this is our statistical best play on the board. If you want this one, all you got to do is get yourself over to ogcappers.com where you can find our best of the best picks all day long. All day, all night, all of them from the hottest cappers here on the interwebs. So make sure you go ahead and check them out. When you do purchase, make sure you use this promo code OG20 to save you 20% off. It is exclusive to all of you guys watching here on YouTube. And then from there, just remember, all of our pick packages are profit guaranteed. So if we don't win this play tomorrow, you get credits back to your account. We want to make sure you have a win-win situation all around. But we have things like our best bets. We have 3 packs, 5 packs, 7 packs. You can also get your favorite capper for a longer term, like 3-day, week-long, month-long, all that kind of good stuff. Everything is fully documented and transparent. So check us out at ogcappers.com. All right. Dodgers and Brewers. Man, the Dodgers crushed them yesterday. Bueller's on the mound. He hasn't pitched yet. I'm trying to remember why. I can't remember now why it is. Hasn't pitched for a while, but he has a season long total. But anyway, Montas on the mound here, coming over on the trade, 8.5 ERA over his last 3 games, 5.1 ERA this season. Brewers bullpen, they're still 1.03 less than the Dodgers over their last 5. Have the Dodgers winning this one again, 6-5 in a big scoring game. That looks like it would be over the total. But the run line is our best play on the board right here when we're sitting at this variance with this, this odds for the run line. It comes in at 59.7. I'll get it. All right, the Jays and the Angels. We have Berrios on the mound, 3.8 over his last 5, 3.97 this season, versus Mr. Anderson, 3.04 over his last 5, 2.99 ERA this season. Blue Jays offense, they're not so good. I mean, they had a good outing yesterday, though, right? But they're 4.5% lower than their season average. The offense is actually 15.2% lower on all those offensive impact categories. So they're lower in runs scored, batting average, on base, slugging, all of those. They're under league average by 15% right now. The Blue Jays team is hitting 195. Angels offense, they're actually 20.6% higher than the Blue Jays right now. Let's go ahead and take the Angels, the Halos, on the money line. Let's just pretend that Nolan Ryan's back on the mound. They're going to win 4-3. It comes in at 64.2%. All right. Braves, Giants. Are we going to go 10 innings again? It would be fun if we did. But we have Holmes on the mound, 6 ERA over his last 5, 3.79 this season. Versus good old Robbie Ray, 3.98 over his last 3, 3.98 this season. So, yeah, that's why he's been only back pitching a little bit. But the Braves offense right now, they're hitting 2.6% higher than their season average. They keep capitalizing on opportunities. And the Braves offense, maybe they're going to be a little bit of, shed some light soon. 11.5% higher than the league average in all those offensive impact categories. Giants still only mustering the 197. You can see that's the worst one on the board out of all these games we've gone through. They're the worst batting average. And the Braves offense right now scored 2.89 runs more than the Giants over the last 5, even though it's only been averaging about 1. But the Braves offense, they're hitting 7% more than the Giants right now. That's right. That's right. All right, you guys. That's all I got for you today. That's it. My dogs are all napping down here. They're ready for bed. Hopefully you guys have a great evening. Also, make sure you check out our other hot cappers and their video work that they do. So we have Scott. He's going to have a play for you. We have Bo. He does his video series. Then we have Solo, always putting out stuff. We're still waiting on some from Ron. I know he's getting them. All right, you guys. Hey, check us out. You can find most of those in our shorts section. That way you can find even more consensus, right? That's what we're looking for. All right. Make sure you check out ogcappers.com. Make sure you sign up for our text plays and make sure you watch our videos. That's right. All right. Hey, you guys. We'll see you later. Thanks. Bye-bye.